a woman. I am woman. I am woman. I am woman. I embrace you. 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 I love you. I love you. I love you. Hit me. I love you. I love you. Hit me. Keep hitting me. I love you. I love you. Fucking I love you. I love you. I love you. Stop all over me. I love you. I love you. Hide me under a mask. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Keep hitting me. Keep hitting me. I love it. I just love it. Go ahead. Why don't you just why don't you make me wear some fucking high heels too, so I'll just suffer all day long, but at least my calves will look really good. Do you see my breasts? Is that a sin? Am I going to make you sin? Are you going to sin? Are you going to get all lustful after me and then you'll probably have to fuck me because you can't do anything about it? Is that it? Sorry. What do you think? Does that look good? Maybe a little bit higher. Maybe I should get breast implants. You think I should get breast implants? Maybe I should get much bigger because then I'll have like that hourglass figure, which is the perfect figure for being a woman because you have to have an hourglass figure so that a man can get excited and then he can get an erection because maybe he won't be able to get an erection because maybe he'll feel impotent. If he feels impotent, then my God, the poor man, he might not feel very good about himself. Oh, the poor fucking thing. But it's okay, honey. It's okay, you can get it up. It's okay, we don't have to have sex, that's okay. But if a woman, she can't get you up, oh my God. Let's go get some like liposuction. Let's get some waist reducel. Let's get some thigh reducel. How about like those horrible like things that make you suck everything in? And we're going to go to the gym. We're going to work out every day and then we're not going to eat. We're going to eat like salad and we're going to eat like non-carbohydrate diets so that we can get thinner and more beautiful, and then we're going to pull out all those lines and all those wrinkles so we look forever young. So we look forever young like we're 20 years old and we can always make babies. Because if we can always make babies, that means we're healthy and we're young and we can reproduce men so that they can fuck up the planet even more. Sorry. So, how are your feet doing? Oh my God, I love your business suit. It's so blue. It's funny, you just have to wear a business suit. You don't have to like, maybe wear something like a little bit tighter, maybe accentuating your waistline or your shoulder line. And what about those hairs on your chest? Can't you just like why don't you get a laser treatment, get all those horrible hairs off your chest? Because, hairs are so unsightly. And maybe you can shave all around your penis. Yeah, that would be so much more sexy. And what about getting like a penis change, maybe slightly longer, a little bit bigger, because it's true. I know women don't really talk about it that much, but actually if you don't have like a decent sized penis, you're really nothing. You should totally get that done. We're always having to do that, right? Since the beginning of time, we're always having to look the best ever. Like ever. All the time. Like all the time. And if we're too fat, well, hopefully we'll get a partner. Because, the main thing is like what we look like. And even if we're like a woman in power or something and we have things to say, but at least we better fucking look good, because if we don't look good, who's going to listen to us? Because that is the most important thing, that we look good. So that's why I look really beautiful today, and that's why I'm wearing like this new like high fashion thing that hurts the fuck out of me and hurts like, it's like squeezing here, and probably I'm going to have like bruise tomorrow. But that's fine. It's to make the planet go further. And then I'm going to go home and take care of my kid. Prepare dinner. And wash clothes. And maybe do dishes. And probably have sex tonight too, because he hasn't had sex in like 3 days, and the poor thing, he must be hungry. So, yeah. How are you today? Yes, it's so nice to see you working, right? Yeah, and do you have women? Yeah, they work there too. That's great. How's your relationship? How's your relationship doing? Yeah, I have a relationship with a man. I thought he was gay in the beginning because I'm only actually attracted to men that have some sort of emotional sensibility. But actually, he's not gay, which is incredibly amazing. Um, I guess that's why there's so many gay men out here in San Francisco, just because maybe women have forgotten how to be attracted to an emotionally sensitive guy because we're just so used to like all these guys that just have no emotional sensibility, and they're like, just like take us out and like think that they can give us spaghetti and a bottle of wine and then fuck us in the evening. Oh, and we'll probably say, "Oh, you look so pretty tonight," and then we'll think that's some sort of emotional sensibility, and think, "Oh my God, they're so like sensitive and emotional, and he's not like the other guys." And yeah, I guess I should give him a prize and have sex with him tonight because he does deserve that. Because a lot of people aren't able to be that emotionally sensitive and say like, "You look pretty," or "I like your dress." So yeah. I don't want to create any like anger against men, but it's just, it's just like an accumulation of things, like, burning at the stake or having to wear a burqa or just like, the mass like rapes and the whole Adam and Eve story, like that it's Eve who made man sin. And then of course, like in the Christian society, the women should be submissive to her wife. And actually my mother was submissive to her husband. My mother was submissive to her husband while he was beating her and strangling her because the church said that a woman should be submissive to her husband, and if not, she's probably not going to go to heaven. So that's really, really good one. That she's not going to go to heaven for that. And so if she can survive like the sufferings and continuously to unconditionally love her husband during this life, then maybe in the next life, maybe when she goes to heaven, maybe she'll get like maybe she'll get like I don't know, what do women like a pink something. Maybe like a pink, probably like a diamond, because diamonds are a girl's best friend, right? If you buy a diamond for a girl, then she'll love you forever. Because we only like sparkly things and pink. We like sparkly things and Barbies and pink, and we would really like to just be mothers and to take care of our men. Because, that's kind of like the main thing that we're here for, is just to like unconditionally love and care for. And if you can forget about all that like, the fact we used to be like medicine women and used to know all about plants and saving the earth, and we used to heal, but they burned us at the stake. So that kind of went out of business. And then that's why there's all these like pharmaceutical companies now, which is really great because it's run. Men are really good and like efficient with like, okay, I'm just going to pull this out of the plant, I'm going to extract that, and I'm going to take this, like kind of like what we do with the earth. It's like, okay, so I see this beautiful landscape and mountains and everything, and I'm going to put a highway like right through it so I can get right to the other side like directly without having to move around all those fucking birds and animals and plants and trees. Yeah, men are great. They're definitely like efficient. Like this efficiency thing, like, okay, let's just get it and go. It's kind of like like your penis. It's just like, okay, let's go for it straight. Boom. Let's just like nail it. Sorry, I don't mean to be so negative. Men are really great. They have a lot of qualities. I think that just they've been really put into some sort of exaltation over the years, and maybe it's actually men who did that. And I feel like women, there's tons of women role models, like, Mother Teresa. Yeah, Mother Teresa. She was like the perfect giving woman who just gave everything of herself until, like, yeah. That's like the power of a woman, right? She just can give and keep giving and keep giving and just keep giving. Even like when you give childbirth and give life, and it's like just keep giving and just pull your fucking insides in half and just keep giving to this child. And it's it's our responsibility because we fucking had the kid. If we wouldn't have had the kid, we shouldn't have had to take care of the child. So obviously it's like the mother's fault because she should I mean, she should take responsibility for the fact of having created this child in her womb. And that's why she should take care of it, and that is why that she should be the main responsibility for it, because, I mean, all the guy did was just, like, put his penis in her vagina and just, like, splurted out some sperm, and it's not his fault. He, like, hardly did anything. And, I mean, so he should definitely not be responsible for that kind of, like, yeah, I mean, at least what he can do is just show the child how to be like him. I mean, which is kind of like a big thing. I mean, if he's going to take the time and to be going out and saying, look, you know, this is how I do things, and then at least we can have more, like, men, like we have men already on the planet. That would be, like, it's always been. Sorry, I don't mean to be so, like, negative. It's just, there's all this stuff coming up from, like, billions of, or millions of, no, not even, because it used to be, I used to have, like, a matriarchal society I've heard about, and I guess it was really great. I'm going to have to read up about that, because I noticed that the Earth is getting really pissed off lately, because if you've ever noticed, we call it Mother Earth. We don't say, like, Father Earth. We say Father Sun, which is like, I'm burning everything. And then there's Mother Earth, which is, she's like the one who holds us, who cares for us, who gives life. And we're kind of, I mean, it's been a man who's been like, yes, I'm going to build a big fucking house right here, and I'm going to cut down all this, and then I'm going to put a straight road right there and a highway, and then, so there's, Mother Earth, I noticed she was getting really upset lately. I mean, between, like, fires and, you know, earthquakes, and then, like, tsunamis, and so all these things, and I was kind of thinking it was a little bit like women, right? That they've just been kind of like rode on, and screwed over, and just like used, and then like stifled down, put under a bunch of concrete, and then like just like cut off all sorts of like her like magical abilities, like, you know, like, okay, her power of healing and her connection to the plants and her emotional sensibility. It's all just been kind of like, oh my God, are you on PMS? That's, you know, like, stop being so emotional. And oh God, she's just like being all flipped out, emotional, girly stuff. So it's kind of like the planet. It's just like stifled down. And at one point, the planet's kind of getting pissed off, right? So it's like, we've been fucking, like, being contained, and at one point it's just gonna fucking explode. So, the main part, I know this is, I'm sorry when I get, like, angry, and sometimes I cry, and so I know it seems, like, really girly, but it's actually, crying is really good, because it's an emotional decharge, like, we have to cry to be able to release. So that could be a good way that, you know, men could cry sometimes, because it's like, instead of having to just like ejaculate, it could be really good to cry. Because crying is like a tension release, you know, so I know there's like a lot of hard work at work and all the pressure and all that. And you're not supposed to cry, but it's like the more you stuff it in and stuff it in and stuff it in, the only thing you can do is just like be an asshole, or like have a breakdown, or screw your wife, or no, okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like that. There's this just is like occasional, like, you know, millions of years of... So I'm actually... I don't want to talk. I mean, I know I sound like really pissed off, but I'm actually a really empathic being, and I do care about connection, and I do want men and women to connect, and the main thing is that I don't want to have to scream and talk this fucking loud and to make big buildings so that someone can hear me and discover that I'm not all about that. So maybe it's about listening. Like, if I talk like this, can you hear me? If I'm, kind of be emotional, can you maybe stop for a second and kind of slow down and listen? I mean, I know it's an effort because it might not go as fast or like as direct as a lot of people, men, would like it, but it would help a lot. And I know that sometimes they'll say, okay, women shouldn't be in power, or women shouldn't like handle all this stuff because it's all this like emotional stuff, or maybe they're not capable of high pressure environments. Because why should there even be like high pressure environments? That's like and why can I not feel something and like, God, you're doing this and I feel sad about it. Can we just stop for a second, just charging forward and feel it out and think it and see if that's really what's right for me, for the planet, for other people? So, yeah.